Where is my goddamn slaughter? Who's ready to be slaughtered? Who's ready to be slaughtered? Here is going to be my top 10 Transformers of 2025. Since the new year is here, I've seen this trend going around, and I wanted to try out some more long-form content anyway, so let's hoopy-goopy go! Starting off with a couple of honorable mentions, we have Blocky's Defender version Grimlock Dino Mode. I love the Defender version line. I also love Dino modes. I'm not really that invested in Grimlock as a character, but I tend to end up collecting him anyways because I love the Dino modes and he's just the easiest one to come by. But look at him, he is so stinking cute! How could anyone not adore this? Second honorable mention is Age of the Prime's Ultra Magnus from the 4-pack. He's kind of a goofy look out of the general standard 4 Optimus repaints that we tend to repeatedly get. The white and blue is my favorite, as you could probably assume looking at me. It's a good mold and my favorite deco, but it's just a little too simple to be higher on the list. Starting off the list at number 10, we have Age of the Prime's Armada Universe Red Alert. Armada wasn't my first introduction to Transformers, but it was when I started being old enough to actually remember things, so it is the Transformers that I grew up with. I've heard people describe Armada Red Alert as looking like Barbie's boyfriend Ken wearing Jeep parts, and I can absolutely see that, but I still just think he's a cool looking character. I've always liked him because of his, serious attitude and his more pacifist nature. And this is just a really, really good-looking, screen-accurate, posable... God phone! This is just a really good-looking, posable, screen-accurate depiction of him that... Screen-accurate depiction that even manages to keep, not all, but a lot of the original toys gimmicks. I wish he came with a Minicon, but that's neither here nor there. Next up is the Age of the Prime's 4-pack Horrible. I was super skeptical of this figure at first. Beast modes aren't necessarily really my thing, not because I don't think they're cool, but just because they tend to... The execution tends to leave a lot to be desired in at least one of the modes, but I don't know, he's just a cute, funny little guy. I think he's goofy, and I enjoy that. He definitely looks more like a dog with horns, like a horny dog, rather than a bull. But this is my first Headmaster figure, and once again, I grew up with Armada, so anything coming with a little guy is super nostalgic. That just kind of, to me, feels like how Transformers should be. And I absolutely love that there's a compartment where he can pilot the bull mode. That is just so freaking goofy. It's pristine. I love it. Next up, we have the Sonic collab Wingtail that turns from a Miles Tails Prower inspired mecha into the Tornado Plane. Now, I love Sonic the Hedgehog, so I definitely was excited for this 2-pack. His partner in crime, Blue Booster, is, let's be honest, just a little bit of a stinker. But this figure is just beautiful. The kibble management isn't the best, but kibble management on air modes is almost always janky, so it doesn't bother me that much. I love that the gun doubles as a thruster for his jet mode and that one of the sets of wings is removable because that allows for goofy Evo Fusion shenanigans, which I'm a fan of Evo Fusion, okay? Again. Okay, let's try this again. My dog wouldn't stop licking herself, and it was ruining my audio. Here at number 7, we have the Blockies Defender version Jetfire. Maybe it's cheating to have multiple figures lumped together in one group. I don't care. It's my list. Jetfire is one of my favorite G1 Transformers, so it's just really cool to have such an affordable and accessible release of him. Especially one that has both modes, even if he doesn't transform. Blockies has really stepped up their game with the vehicle modes, because this has so many cool little play features. It has the handles on the bottom so that other Transformers can deploy from him. The top part also flips up to reveal pegs where another Defender can ride him like a freaking hoverboard. The wings are posable. And it's just a really solid, neat-looking little vehicle that's also really big for a Defender vehicle. I also love the robot mode with all of its lovely little details. They really capture his face and his general shape language so perfectly. The head turns around so that you can have a toy-accurate or show-accurate face. I also love that we get both a normal and a shattered glass version, although I don't like that the shattered glass is the chase version, because when I was opening these, I got the shattered glass version of him, and then I had to go on to AliExpress to chase down the normal version, because the white and blue and red are my favorite colors. Once again, I don't know if it shows. Moving on to number 6, we have another collaboration figure, this time the Hot Wheels collab, a Bone Shaker! Black with a bright highlight color for details is just such a reliably good color scheme. I grew up with Hot Wheels as well, so there's a lot of nostalgia there. And just there is a little bit of jank and hollowness at the back of the robot mode, but I honestly don't really even care. He's got a super exciting and innovative transformation, amazing looking vehicle mode, amazing looking robot mode. This is a convertible version of the Bone Crusher Hot Rod car, so they even had to give it an interior, and this thing kind of blows my mind, okay? I also love that he is a predominantly black Autobot. I like when we get characters who kind of subvert the usual design tropes for Autobots and Decepticons. Like, we have plenty of red, white, and blue Decepticons, so why can't we have a few black Autobots? You know what I mean? String Bean. Now we're getting into the top 5, and number 5 on the list is Blockies Defender Class Optimus Prime trailer. Once again, I'm sure this is cheating for some people, because there are kind of multiple different figures here, but this trailer just ties everything together so perfectly. It does everything that the Leader or Commander class trailer would do. It unfolds into a battle base. It can do the examination table. It can do the healing bay. It also comes with roller, which I adore, as it just looks so freaking good. And once again, like with Jetfire, I'm just amazed by what a fully featured little package in miniature form this is. It has everything you would want an Optimus Prime to do, minus actually having a transformation. Spice level is increasing. We have Blocky's Classic Class Megatronus Prime. Oh my god, this thing looks so freaking good. This is my first Classic Class, but from what I've seen, he seems to be bigger than average for them, which is fitting. He pairs so well with my AOTP Solus Prime, and they make such a cute purple couple. I love them. Like, this particular shade of purple is just really unique, and with the gold, this thing just has such a premium look and feel. I just love that we got a toy of this particular design at all. It's just really cool to have a more heroic take on Megatronus Prime rather than him being evil. I'm just gonna put it out there. I am a demonolator. I am a theistic Satanist. I am a neo-pagan witchy person on the left-hand path. I do not believe that darkness is evil. And so I just love any time we can get a subversion of that trope. Now we're into the top 3, and starting off at number 3, we have Blocky's Action Edition Soundwave. Unless he goes on deep discount or something, I will not be bothering with SS86 Soundwave. This is my definitive Soundwave for my collection. Because I don't really need him to transform into a cassette player that is completely out of proportion with everything else. He comes with, not when he comes with 4 cassette bots who are all completely different from each other. He has panel gimmicks, light up eyes, fully posable hands, an action base, and all of this at only $40. Blocky's is the undisputable king of delivering bang for buck value, and this is just such an incredible package. If you're okay with non-transforming figures, or you're a fan of model kits, or just a fan of Soundwave, I cannot recommend this thing enough. He's also got the switch and the dial on the back of his legs, which are such a great little excuse me, tactile thing. If you're gonna panel line this thing, I recommend not using Gundam markers because he is made of ABS plastic. Personally, I just used a little bit of watered down black paint to go in all the recessed areas and then wiped off the excess with a bit of water or isopropyl alcohol on a Q-tip. Boy howdy, here we go. At number 2, we have Blocky's Defender version Devastator. As you probably figured out by now, I absolutely love Blocky's. Sometimes I think I almost like them more than I like official figures. I am a ride or die for the Blocky's Defender line. They're probably my favorite product. I buy every single set. So I have at least one copy of every figure in the line. So I was going to have all 6 of these Constructicon vehicles regardless of whether or not the combiner kit existed. So basically for me, this was a $5 figure, and oh my god, does it do it well. He's so detailed. The articulation is great. He even has an alternate face, which I love when they do that because it lets me switch him out for animations. I only have one problem with Blocky's Defender Devastator, and that is that I like him better than the official Studio Series 86 Devastator. Now, why is that a problem? Because I spent over $200 collecting all of the SS86 Constructicons, and now I have to sit here and try to gaslight myself into not having buyer's remorse over that when I like this $5 toy better. I still like my SS86 Constructicons, but I do kind of wish I would have gone third party and just gotten the Jinbao one. Oh boy. The Big Daddy. That was awful. You spin me right round like a record, baby. Right round. Number 1, we have Age of the Primes Star Optimus Prime. Although I just call him Star Convoy. It's more concise and sounds better. I freaking love this thing so much. It's not enough for a Titan class figure to just be a big, intimidating, cool looking robot. Absolutely all of them do that. All of them are good at doing that. He needs to do something more to justify taking up that amount of space and costing that amount of money, and oh my god, does he. I know base modes are kind of a controversial thing, but personally, as a stop-motion animator, I love them. I love using them as set pieces for other figures, and he is just a perfect little battle station for Blocky's Defenders, and I love that so much. The default base mode is kind of goofy looking, so I do a little bit of a different version where he kind of looks like a twin tower made out of truck parts. He also comes with just a buttload of accessories, and I love that. I didn't really have any blast effects prior to getting him, and that was definitely part of why I got him. He comes with 14 blast effects parts, which is unprecedented. Then there's the Micromaster trailer, which is just so freaking cute. I love sticking this in the background of random shots as just a vehicle or a set piece. Micromaster Hot Rod is also a cute addition. I wish that he had at least a neck swivel. I don't like that his head is just locked forward forever, but aside from that, he's a good-looking figure with a quick, intuitive transformation, and I just think he's really cute. The vehicle mode, especially, is just chef's kiss. Mwah. As you can see, I've tweaked mine a little bit with some paint, but he straight up looks like if Optimus Prime was a Gundam, and the fact that you can stick Hot Rod in his chest, like, further emphasizes that point, because, like, I also really like Mobile Suit Gundam. I collect Gunpla kits. And so this is just a marriage of so many awesome things, and it came together as just the perfect moment of madness. Plus, being $50 less than a regular Titan release makes him more accessible for those of us who don't necessarily want to blow $200 on an action figure. So that's it. That was my top 10 Transformers of 2025. Let me know what yours were, or if you have any alternative opinions on any of the figures I selected. I can't wait to see what 2026 brings us, and I'm really hoping to get my hands on TF1 Arachnid as my first 2026 acquisition.